Alright guys, Kenny here. We got this compact 24 Ariens. I don't like when people don't even clean their machines. That's kind of crazy. But anyway, guy said he would hit the handle, the augers wouldn't turn. So what happened was I would cycle this handle down, and you can see the lever. I mean, now it's adjusted properly, so it's hitting, and you've got the spring tension, and it's working properly. But what was happening is this idler pulley was way over here. This belt was really sloppy, okay? And when it's really sloppy, when you push this all the way down, let me show you, there's a brake lever underneath. Let me get it into the service position. All right, in the service position, you can see this thing here. Watch when I hit the lever. See how it rides up that cam? There's like a cam there. See that cam? You see it riding up that cam? Well, what was happening is this thing was trying to ride up that cam and it got stuck. So it never fully, this is how you engage the idler. That's the idler arm. That pushes onto it. It wasn't fully engaging. This thing was going all the way up the ramp and actually hitting the side of the housing, and it still wasn't enough stroke. This is the brake arm. It brakes to keep the pulley from moving when you don't have it engaged. So basically, since the belt was so loose, I just had to move that idler along, and it worked fine. But this thing here, when you adjust these, and this belt is good, and people are gonna say, oh, Kenny, blah, 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 it's too tight, it's too tight. Well, no, it's not too tight, and I'll show you. That brake holds it so it won't spin the augers when it's idling. And you want at least a 1/2 inch of stroke out of that spring when you engage. And right now I've got about, yeah, maybe a little more, maybe an inch of stroke, okay, which is putting tension on it. But you say, Kenny, you're not putting a heck of a lot of tension on that, but it is loose when it's in the loose position, and when it's tight, he's gonna get nice, augers are gonna move nice, okay? So let the oil settle for a minute. We'll start her up and I'll show you what I mean. So basically, people, it's not too tight. You know, maybe I could go a little bit less on the tension, but at this point, it'll spin the augers nice. He's got it adjusted properly. You see the paint is still on the augers? That means his wear bar that I adjusted a year or two ago is in the right position. You should never be scraping the paint off your augers. That scraper bar should be doing it for you. All right, let me start her up, and I'll show you that it is safe and will be cool. So we got it, choke on, knob on, prime for a good time. Let's start her up. Fuel on. All right, ready? Here we go. So even though it looks like that belt is really tight because you don't take much to engage it, it's fine. There's a little bit of extra tension on that spring. Yeah, but you know what? As the belt wears a little bit, because it is worn, that spring will go lower and lower as it wears, so you'll be fine. So that's what it was, guys. He had a very loose belt. I don't know how it was engaging unless it was just friction, because this idler was way to the outside, and when you push this lever all the way down, it couldn't go all the way because that cam, that roller was getting stuck on the cam. It wasn't making it the whole way to be able to push that. So I took all the schmutz off that ramp on the cam so it could move. I removed the idler so it's adjusted good, and now we're good. So check the arm in the back where the brake pad is. Check that roller. Make sure you have enough stroke on that so that it can work properly. A simple fix. I did buy him a new belt. We do have a new belt because this way, you know, if we get more snow and eventually the belt, this is the original belt. If it does fail, I'll have a spare belt where I won't have to run to the dealer to get them. All right, that's it for now, everybody. You got any questions, comments, put them in there, and we'll talk to you soon. Just a quick addendum to the video. When I took off the bottom belly pan so I could access the stuff back here, this fell out. Been sitting there for a while. You know, it's like Forrest Gump said, you never know what you're gonna get. I don't know what that's for. It looked maybe an axle washer, but how could it end up back here? I don't see anything that's missing a washer, but hey, if anyone has any clues where a washer with about a 1/2 inch ID and about 1.5 inch OD is, let me know. It fell out of here when I took the pan out. It's rusty, so it's been there for a while. Maybe it just fell in there at assembly, who knows, but I found that. So I'm gonna take the screws, 3/8 hex driver, throw on the belly pan, return it. We're done. Put the belt cover, then we're done. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon. I just have to add this in. This is something that really gets to me. See these two 9/16 headed bolts there, screws? Look. They're sloppy as all get out. What is it to take a 9/16 wrench and tighten them up? If you're playing with this thing, you don't notice that the handle moves up and down 2-3 inches? Come on, look at these people out there. I mean, there's some lazy people. Tighten the damn screws. All right, that's it. See you later.